Meal 4 of the day going down is, yeah, meal 4 going down here in this bowl. No, meal 4, 250 grams of 12% beef mince and 250 grams of rice with some vegetables. I think what we're doing here is we don't, number one, we don't have 5% beef mince anymore. See, a lot of people moan about, oh, I can't gain weight, and they're still eating 5% beef mince. What are you doing? You know, 12% like I'm doing right now, 10%, 15%, 20% if you really have to. Anyway, another trick to add some body weight is get yourself some olive oil and just fucking sprinkle it over. Just added 20 grams of olive oil to my meal as well, which is about 20 grams of fat. Don't fucking care. Just add 20 grams of fat, like I don't fucking care. I'll fucking swig it. Like a fucking, you know, fucking alcohol meat. 20 grams of that. When the appetite isn't good, put some oil on your food. Easy way of getting calories. My appetite is fine. I just want to get some additional healthy fats in. Obviously, olive oil is much better than vegetable oil for the mono unsaturated fat, I believe, in olive oil. I think that's right. And food. The food tastes peng as well with a little bit of oil on it. Max, gimme. Yes. Hello, you. Max had a haircut. See that little camera? Look at him. Look at him. He's so beautiful. Ain't you beautiful? You're a beautiful dog. Yes, you are. Oi. Oi. Where's your teeth gone, boy? Where's your teeth gone? Where's those teeth gone? Good boy. You want more, do you? You want some? You want some? I'll give it ya. This happened again. All I did this time was I fucking moved the legs and it broke. That's all I did. It was on the table. I moved it by moving the legs. This one just snapped off. Did a mad one. Fucking livid. That's my second one of the year. Last year I went through 5 tripods in 1 year. It's now May and I'm on my second one. Fuck's sake. Mentioned in my last video, I would do a Q&A, so make sure you follow me on Instagram, GeorgeOsborne12. The first question I got was, what piece of kit am I looking to get next? And that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if I can fit any more in garage. What I do really want is a leg extension or leg curl or even a leg press. Well, leg press, yeah, right. But something like that. That's one movement I really miss at the gym, is actually being able to connect really well my quads and hamstrings with a leg curl or leg extension. So I really would like one of those, and I'm just gonna keep looking on Gumtree, eBay, these sites as well that sell these different type of stuff. Just, yeah, look if gyms are selling it, all that good shit. What I would recommend as well, signing up to the news article, the emails they send you. It's like a news article about when kit comes back in stock. So if you're wondering why you're not getting kit and it's out of stock by the time you look, it's because people have signed up to these newsletters and they tell you about fucking when they're back in stock. If you are, like, for example, on Strength Shop, the lat pull down machine I got from Maya, well, I can't remember what it's fucking called. Make sure you sign up to the newsletters and they tell you when it's back in stock and you just go boom, straight on it. Another question I got asked is about my supplement regime. I fucking hate that word, regime. I just shove it in my gob and swallow it. It's not really much to it. I only take very basic stuff. So first one is Support Max joint. That's one to help the old joints. I did have elbow issue, tendonitis. I just stopped doing movements which I aggravated the area. I rested it up as well. So I wouldn't just directly say this changed, this was a complete game changer, because it wasn't. I did other stuff as well. So before you think, oh my god, I'm gonna take this and all my problems are gonna go, it's really not. You need to do other stuff like massaging, resting, ice, compression, all that type of shit to get your joints or whatever better. Vitamin D3, just because UK, you know, the sun is not always out, so just make sure I'm on top of those. Just to, there's so many benefits to vitamin D3. Sleep stack, same again with the Support Max joint, is this is not going to change your fucking sleep. If you've still like not got a routine to your bedtime, you're still all over the place, you have caffeine a couple of hours before you go to bed, you know, you're in an environment which isn't relaxing, then this is not going to do fuck all. It's going to just help you, this is just going to help you get a deeper sleep and a better quality sleep when you are asleep. It's not going to help you get asleep. So a lot of people think they buy this sleep stack from Supplement Needs. I think their sleep will fucking magically change. It don't. Multivitamin as well, I take that. I think I went through a couple of videos ago. It's got like one tablet for your vitamins, one tablet for your minerals. I also take ashwagandha, so this is the ashwagandha I take. I also have it with my sleep stack as well. So ashwagandha is very good for calming, it has a calming effect on the brain, so it's going to help you relax before you go to bed. KSM 66 I think it is, off the top of my head without even reading it, which is very good for just calming central nervous system fatigue. So if I have a really hard session, I'll actually take this before I go to bed as well. It's upper body day today. Slightly different rotation to my normal one, and also it's going to be my first time using the pull down. If you watched my previous video, you would have seen that I purchased a pull down and I set it up, and I'm going to use it today in today's video. I'm going to try and upload more frequently, I think, because I want to be that guy that I've been on YouTube lately and I think it's fuck all to watch. I watched it all. I want to be that guy. Hang on, Georgie's got another video. We're going to keep up to date with the Georgie boy, you know. Got my elbow sleeve on. Actually going to might even wear a t-shirt today because it's quite hot, and I never wear t-shirts whilst I train. But for what is it?
Upper body day looks like this. We're going to start off with lateral raises. Always just start off with lateral raise. Don't take away from any of my pressing movements. Always start off with pressing movements, as I said in a previous video. So we'll do a flat dumbbell press, then we'll do a barbell OHP, then we'll do some dips, then we'll go on to some back movements. So I'll do a seated row, the lat pull down, and I'll do a single arm row for the lats, and then I might move on to some isolation stuff, so some cuff laterals, maybe some rear delt flies and some arms to finish. Yeah, we're going to go through that, and just going to give you a breakdown and thought process behind everything. Try and give some sort of value and some sort of entertainment as well, because the best of both worlds, why not? I don't know, I'm fucking waffling. Let's just get on with the fucking session, mate.
Does it like me jump out, they got back come first. Back in the vehicle, killers them serial, slide in a hurry.
Quick one before I get started. If you need a good playlist, if you're into drill, if you like the music that I play, my videos, check out my Spotify playlist. UK drill, George Osborne, get your nut in the game. Nearly got 2,000 followers on there, so I'd appreciate if anyone actually follows that. That would really mean a lot to me. I'll write it down below in the description if anyone forgets, but just type that in on Spotify. I should hopefully come up. And yeah, if you like any music I listen to, if you've got any suggestions, comment down below or message me, or I don't give a fuck, just tell me. Exercise 1, as I mentioned, lateral raises. So always thinking about leaning through the elbows instead of having, I don't want to be up here like that, I want to be more up like this, so my elbows are higher than my hands. Don't want to be all the way fucking up here. I'm going to do just 4 straight sets. I think side delts agree with a lot of volume, like you do more volume in those and get away with doing it. Don't mind a little bit of swinging when I'm doing the side lateral raises with dumbbells, because it's just going to happen. But if it's happening from set or rep number 1, that's the issue in my opinion. So if your form is shit from rep 1, it's probably too heavy. If it's shit for the last couple, you're probably all right.
I was obsessed with money, now I'm obsessed with the bro.
I'm gonna press these, believe it or not. These are 20 kilo plates. You probably can't even see that, but they are 20 kilos. Just as a disclaimer, do not try this at home as I'm showing you right now. It's just not safe. I'm just gonna do it because I don't mind risking myself. That's me. But please, I don't recommend anyone doing this from watching my YouTube videos. Please don't do it. If you do it, you're a fucking idiot. But we're gonna press the 40s, flat double press. So first set of that, we got 10. Now I'm gonna add a little biscuit. That's a little bit of 1.25. So we're gonna do 42.5 and see how many we can get. Hopefully 5 or 6. The stability is the biggest issue. These dumbbells are fucking, especially these 20 plates, these York cast iron 20 plates, they're fucking heavy. So it's just stability is the biggest problem with doing these. Like balancing the dumbbells is a bit all over the place. That takes a lot out of me, but I've been doing it, more I do it, the better I've been getting at it. I started on like 5 reps with the 40s, which is poverty, and now I'm up to 10 reps with the 40s. So this is my first ever time increasing this, and hopefully I don't fucking die. I'm always have that conscious, I can't just press without thinking about, fuck, these weights are gonna just fall on my head and die. So look at, why am I so pale for? Is that really my, I don't know. Is that really how pale I am right now? Gonna move on to a unilateral, so single arm chest press. At first I thought this is fucking wank, but the connection is unreal, and it really actually allows you to connect with one side only. It's very, very good. If you just try just doing a single arm dumbbell press, you realise fucking how hard and difficult it is to stabilise and press at the same time, because you're so used to doing both arms at the same time. So we're gonna do that with 25 kilos, aim for about 15-20 reps, some sort of around there. But if you haven't tried this movement, it's something which I would definitely recommend, is just bracing, locking in and pressing if you can. Up next, we're going to be doing some standing barbell OHP. Some exercise cues here is always engage your lower body, so tuck your glutes, pull your bum cheeks together. That is going to give you a solid baseline to press overhead, because you see a lot of people lose their balance when doing an OHP. It's because their lower body really isn't intact and the path of the bar is all over the place. So just to stabilize that, tuck your glutes, and then all we're thinking about is pressing overhead, but we're following through at the top. So I'm following through. Really good exercise, one of my favorites, but it's very, very demanding, especially on the lower back, that side of things. So I am wearing a belt. I always wear a belt for my OHPs, especially if I'm doing a standing OHP, just to give me that base to be secure, because I'm not trying to train my lower back here, I'm trying to train my delts. next we're going to be doing some dips. Got my rucksack with 20 kilos in it, and I'm also wearing gloves because I'm doing it on the bins and it's a bit nitty. Gloves, bag with weight, you're good to go. Get some bins, boom. So that's all my presses done. Now we're going to be moving on to a new piece of kit. So really looking forward to actually using this. It's really smooth, like it's actually much better than what I thought it would be. I thought for £200, I thought it'd be a tacky worth of shit, like just not much to it, just really ropey, really gruggy with the pull down system and stuff like that. But it's actually, so far, since I played on it, really, really good. It's really smooth, it's really comfortable, it doesn't feel like cheap shit quality. It actually feels decent quality for the price. So really recommend actually purchasing one if you can. It takes fucking ages building it up. Like last video, oh my days, I was getting vexed. I was out there for about 3 hours. Now we're gonna do some seated rows. We're gonna do pull down variation on here, do a couple of sets, and yeah, get a good feel for it, which I'm excited for. I've never been so excited in my life, eh? Right, update, I've got my weight on there. I've had to add my 25 kilo plate on the end here because I basically set up without the 25, pulled it, and the fucking machine came with me. Looks like I need to put something in place to kind of hold it down at the back here so I don't fucking break and kill myself. Off, I did a seated row, so really trying to think about driving our elbows back, retracting our scapula fully, so full scapular retraction, driving elbows back. Now we're going to move on to lat pull downs. First time doing this. What we're really trying to think about here is elbows down to the floor, so really driving the elbow down to the floor. That's how we're going to incorporate our lats, by driving it down. Hopefully my tripod does not fall, because if that falls, I am fucking lights out, and that is going to be broken. In this life, we have to take risks. So fingers crossed, it doesn't break. Oh, I had noise then. Do not fall, please do not fall. Break.
Or say I'm the one that beat you. Don't get caught on the lap. If the man didn't beat you, I even had my brekkie. Bro's a real life John Wayne. Loves a spinner, he's into sticks.
I'm going to finish off with some cuff lateral raises on here. Really good about this is you're able actually to do cuffs. So I've got myself a little cuff. I'm just going to do single arm cuff lateral raise. Boom. One exercise for triceps, one exercise for biceps. Going to use the multi-purpose gym thing. Going to do some tricep press downs on that, and then also I'm going to do down here some curls if I can. I'm not sure if you can do curls, but I'm going to give it a go. With arms in an upper lower split, as I mentioned, I will tag a little bit on the end of a leg day. That's mainly biceps, and then I'll do one exercise as mentioned for each on the upper day, and then I might incorporate an arm day as I've done in previous videos on a rest day depending on how I'm feeling. So yeah, really hard to fit in isolation work on a upper lower split when it's very compound based. You can work around it, as I've said loads of times. Just established that press downs are very, very good for it, and curls not so good. It's quite awkward trying to curl on here. You can do it, it just doesn't feel as good. I'm more worried about trying to stabilize everything than actually curling. Doable. I must probably play around with it and find a way of curling. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. It's quality. Like, it is really good for the price, that better than what I thought it would be. I'm gonna end that video there. It's probably the fucking worst Q&A I've ever done. I think I answered about 2 questions, but I can't be fucked. Anyway, if you're still watching me, thank you as always. And if you're demotivated, I don't know why you're even watching me. fucking sort it out. If you're sitting there being lazy, feeling sorry for yourself, just sort it out, because no one gives a fuck. No one's gonna sit there and like help you out. You know, you got to do this yourself. You got to kickstart whatever you're wanting to kickstart and make it happen. Don't know why I said that, but bit of motivation to finish on. Comment down below sock if you're hot the whole thing. If you know, I'm just gonna leave it there. This ain't a wank sock, by the way. It's just a sock. Anyway, lots of love, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.